Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name's the Timber Plays. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Yakuza Like a Dragon. Last time I left off, I was a wee bit sick. I'm still sick, recording it the same day as the last part of the last episode.
He ran off to go see his brother.
Excuse me.
It's really cute.
Anyway, last time we left off, we completed Chapter 9. Fought many boss battles, game over, and had to grind a little bit off camera. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're continuing on with Chapter 10.
It's nice to hear some good news for once.
Yeah. Even if it means Nanba will probably be saying goodbye soon.
Makes sense. He only came here to look for his bro.
Bro.
Not like he's got much reason to hang with us anymore.
Yeah. I realize that.
In the meantime, we need to get this guy talking.
Let's get started then.
What? Sorry for that yawn.
Ungag him.
What? What did you say, Ichiban?
Don't you dare shout. Try anything funny, you'll catch hell.
It's called these
Lie,
fists.
You get hit. Don't answer a question, you get hit. That's how it has to be.
Squeal, pig.
How did you fall in with the Omi Alliance? I notice when you tell them to jump, they ask how high. Why is that?
Better speak, buddy.
Hey, remember the rules for not answering a question?
Let's not resort to beating him just yet.
No, I think we should.
But if we go easy on him, he's just gonna...
As we speak, the Omi Alliance may well be looking for you. But it's gonna take them some time. How competent are they? Will they get here before we finish peeling off your fingernails?
Ask him what he thinks about forcing us to burn down our own home. Huh. Personally, I won't be stopping at just the fingernails.
And the toenails? Bananas.
You get it? We're serious. Now tell us how you're connected to the Omi Alliance. Why are you the one holding their leash?
Because I'm the dog. Bark. I mean, other way around.
I'm not the one holding the leash.
I didn't really think you were. Who is then?
You know.
Ryo Aoki.
Yes. You all know him?
Who doesn't know the governor? The real question is, what's his real name? Oh, don't play dumb. We've done our homework.
What?
Masato Arakawa.
How do you know that name?
A long time ago, I knew him as the young master. He knew me as Ichi. Back when the Arakawa family was still in the Tojo clan. So, Ryo Aoki really is Masato Arakawa, huh?
Man, interrogating.
Almost 20 years ago, when we were studying abroad in America. He was majoring in political economics and sharp as a tack.
That's a good
Was he
thing.
going by Ryo Aoki when you met?
Yes, I didn't learn his other name until later.
Was he in a wheelchair?
No, but I heard he used to be, which actually I don't understand. Was he, really?
Yes, he was.
Then he must have gotten treatment in the
I
US.
hate being sick. You guys get to hear my
Anything
snuffles.
If you have enough money, even unapproved medical procedures.
So he had money?
He certainly lived a lavish lifestyle. I could tell he was wealthy right away. Figured it couldn't hurt to get to know the guy better.
Kiss ass.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I mean, sure, I knew he was rich, but I didn't know he was that rich. And it was shocking to learn about all his connections to the criminal underworld. I was just amazed at all the opportunities he'd grown up with. And yet,
What?
he wasn't satisfied with any of it. Not even a little bit. He wanted something completely different.
Huh.
What was that?
Front-facing power.
Front-facing power?
That was his term for it. He used to say not everyone can be controlled by Yakuza threats or bribes. People like that can only be controlled with front-facing power. Power you could see. Basically, popularity.
Popularity?
What, you think that's something only a teenager would want?
Well, sure.
Then you don't understand democracy. Under that system, it's the only path to power.
That is true.
As long as you're well liked by the majority, you can get away with anything.
I hate politics.
So do I, Ichiban.
His money and criminal connections he called his rear-facing power. He said without the front-facing part, his power wasn't complete. So he decided.
To become governor of Tokyo.
Yes. He said the governor had the most front-facing power of anyone in the country.
That's true.
Does
That
he?
well,
Isn't the prime minister above him?
yeah.
The prime minister is just a figurehead chosen internally by the Citizens' Liberal Party. So essentially, you only become prime minister by having a few friends on the inside. But to be governor of Tokyo, that takes real popularity. 10 million people have to like you.
Yeah.
Every vote you get represents a tiny bit of the power you have.
But what about the power of money? The prime minister controls the national budget.
But Tokyo's budget alone is 14 trillion yen. That's more than some countries. So the governor has
Yeah,
an incredible
I believe that.
amount of money and the support of the public. Who can compete with that? Ryo Aoki knew all of this. He wanted that governor's seat long before I met him. But I was happy to become a partner in his grand plan. Step 1 was founding Bleach Japan.
You think you're his partner, huh? You sure you're not his servant?
Yeah,
Look at
man.
me.
Look at you.
The master can really crack a whip.
Just gotta take it slow and squeeze every last detail out of him. I hate being sick and recording, but, you know, I gotta... Okay. Not mean for that. I am so sorry. Alright, let's continue. Apparently we got a text message. Wait, do I have 100 Sojimon? I have 95. Okay. Let's continue on with the interrogation.
Was it his idea to form Bleach Japan, or was it yours?
It was his.
And getting rid of all the gray zones was him too?
Yes. Although when he first explained it, I thought it was
Oops,
pretty
hit the
naive.
mic arm. Sorry about
You went
that.
with it anyway.
Drinking water.
Why?
Because I knew he could use the Arakawa family to recruit lots of people fast. It was an advantage no other political figure had. I knew that then, and I was right.
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
soon,
yeah,
he was
because of
getting results.
members helping you out.
For me,
I feel like you can
following
do
him
it
was a
pretty
win-win situation.
decently pretty far. Especially if you're able to keep it on the down low, you know.
Exactly how to use puppets.
I'm not trying to help you guys
Guys who get
become
all weak in the
political
knees just
powerhouses, but
cash and power.
it's a strategy.
Come on. Can't expect me not to make fun of a suck-up like you. So what happened next?
God, I wish I was not sick.
Early on, people thought of Bleach Japan as a small advocacy group of nice young idealists. Our only goals were to eradicate corruption and make society fair and equal. We marched around the city shouting those demands over and over.
Really? Sounds like a waste of time and money.
I thought so too at first, but Aoki knew exactly what he was doing. He had his ear to the ground. He knew what society wanted.
Isn't that a good thing?
What do you mean?
He listened to the people, Ichiban.
Eliminating corruption, creating a fair society, words like that have a lot of appeal. People thought it was naive, sure, but deep down it was exactly what they wanted. So people would praise us for our morality, if not our practicality. Crazy, huh? A bunch of youths who'd never worked hard, shouting for the world to do as they said. but all the attention made them feel accomplished.
I thought people only did that shit because it's trendy.
Exactly my point. We made it trendy, and that attracted people who wanted to seem hip. Those types are everywhere. You can
to be
hardly walk
square.
down the street without bumping into them. They came to us in droves. The organization grew bigger and bigger. We even paid a bunch of women to join so we'd be gender balanced, and that attracted more people. It was funny to see those girls bring in guys who claimed to be so passionate about the cause. Hell, that's how we got Kume, now that I think about it.
Of course. Exact type of guy who'd fall for some girl's sweet talk.
It took some time, but eventually we had members all across the country. That gave us an unexpected bonus.
Ain't that nice?
Bonus.
You,
Turns out
Ichiban.
when we attack gray zones, the corrupt local politicians start coming out of the woodwork. They just can't resist.
That's, yeah,
Especially with
I
the
mean,
youth and
makes
money and
sense.
influence.
So a bunch of corruption was going on.
Of
It
course.
was so easy to grease their palms, or even blackmail them. I mean, so often we would just stumble across info that would completely ruin them if it went public.
You call that a bonus?
It's a bonus when you can make politicians do whatever you want.
Makes you even worse than the politicians.
How many members does Bleach Japan have now?
If you count all permanent employees at every branch, we're 500 strong.
Wow, 500 tight asses.
Yeah.
And there's the 100,000 people who join us for marches.
100,000?
That's a lot of people to march you with.
And here you have their leader tied up and pissed off.
I'll keep that in mind.
May I ask you a question now, Kasuga-san?
I mean,
Shoot.
it's only fair.
Why are you here? Aren't you ex-Arakawa? You know, if you want back in the family, I could put a word in with the governor. Think about it. How do you benefit from helping the Ijin 3 anyway? Why not leave all this trouble behind you,
He's trying to make a deal, Ichiban. Don't listen to him.
Trouble's a good word for it.
right? So why not let me go now? It'd make both our lives easier.
Look, I don't want back in the family, but I'm no ally of the Ijin 3 either.
No?
I just want to get the guy who killed my boss. In fact, when all this started, I didn't know a damn thing about Mabuchi or your plan. Get the picture now, kiss ass? We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it because someone picked a fight, and we're just making sure justice is served. Unfortunately for you, you're the guy who picked the fight.
Hey, you're the one who asked the dumb question. Think before you open your mouth next time.
Thanks for the heads up to him, Adachi. Damn, how long did the master plan this? I did not read that first part. More interrogation!
Ready to move on, Ogasawara-san? You and the young master got Bleach Japan off the ground. What came next?
After he got it working on a national scale, he started Phase 2. He sought out media attention constantly. Another brilliant move. Press flocked from all over to interview the charismatic young man behind Bleach Japan. He was front and center every day. He even went on some talk shows. It helped that he had a great smile he was willing to flash at every camera.
Seriously? What does it matter if you look good on TV or not?
It matters a lot, even more than what you say. When it comes to popularity, looks are everything.
Technically, he isn't lying.
Is this story anywhere close to the present day yet?
Yes, actually. In 2010, Aoki ran for the House of Counselors. When he announced his campaign, he said he was leaving Bleach Japan. But that was only true on paper.
Sure, we all know he still controlled it through you, his loyal dog.
Arf.
Come on, keep talking.
I don't know why I did that.
With the endorsement of the Citizens Liberal Party, he won that election in a landslide. And 2 years ago, he ran for governor.
Was that a landslide too?
I wouldn't call it that.
Why not?
It was more than a landslide. His popularity was off the charts. He had loads of funding. On top of all that, the Arakawa family dug up dirt on all his rivals. Truthfully, it was basically impossible for him to
He
lose.
cheated.
The election was practically a formality. And afterwards, he just kept riding the wave. 6 months post-election, he exterminated the Tojo clan with the Kamurocho 3K plan. Of course, he only pulled that off because the Arakawa family was feeding him Tojo secrets.
Did that happen around the same time as this?
Yes. And people loved him even more when they saw him wiping out the Yakuza.
He hardly wiped out the Yakuza. The Tojo just got replaced by the Omi Alliance.
That's true. Once the Tojo clan was gone, he opened the gates wide for the Omi. I imagine being made the acting captain of the Omi was a fitting reward.
Why didn't the people complain about the Omi coming in?
The Omi seizure of Kamurocho went down quietly. No mess, no fuss.
Huh.
Everyone just let the Omi slide peacefully onto the vacant throne.
Did they even notice what was going on?
I think they figured every town has its share of thugs, Tojo clan or not.
Yeah.
As
Makes
long as
sense.
crime is low overall, they don't care if the thugs are Omi or just lone actors.
So Aoki's plan worked perfectly.
Yep. It was the rise of Arakawa, both father and son securing total power. The son is governor of Tokyo, and his daddy's the acting captain of Japan's largest gang. Pretty sweet deal, huh?
Wait, hold the phone.
What?
Maybe society didn't care about the Omi invasion, but I bet the police did. You really trying to convince me the TPD stayed quiet during this whole thing?
They did, of course.
They did stay quiet. And trust me, they had their reasons.
Like what?
Well, in the absence of the Tojo clan, the power vacuum attracted all sorts of non-Yakuza gangs. They were two-bit thugs going on little crime sprees, trying to get while the getting was good. They had no connection to each other, no patterns, so the police didn't know what to do. Soon, the crime clearance rate in Kamurocho was taking a nosedive. But they knew if the Omi Alliance came in and took control, it would reduce the petty crimes. Plus, the governor would be able to liaise between the police and the Omi. It was a win-win. Ironic, isn't it? The cops wiped out the Yakuza only to find they needed more Yakuza.
They weren't finished cavorting with criminals after all that. The commissioner's still taking Arakawa bribes.
Huh?
So according to you, the middleman between the cops and the Arakawa family is Aoki. So there's another three-way stalemate in Kamurocho. Only instead of the EG-3, this one has the cops, the governor, and the Yakuza.
What the hell kind of point are you trying to make?
The Omi didn't just stroll into Kamurocho. They had to have paid off the police commissioner.
You don't know that for sure.
Don't play dumb. If the police did nothing while the Omi replaced the Tojo clan,
Sorry about that.
it's because someone at the top ordered them to.
That's true.
Nouchi ain't the type of guy to give that order for no reason. There was something in it for him.
What proof do you have?
I'm asking you for the proof. You gotta have something. Well?
No, I don't. And I wouldn't know about it even if it does exist. After all, I'm just the governor's loyal dog, aren't I?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch is what you are.
Dachi-san, calm down.
He went all bad cop. Yeah, just sit down. Back down, Adachi.
Now that the young master is governor of Tokyo, is he going
God, I hate
to
having a
Jincho?
stuff. Oh god, it feels like I have to sneeze, but it doesn't want. I don't want to sneeze. I can't sneeze.
Yes, but his
It's just
target
like not
isn't Ijincho
happening.
Itself. It's Yutaka Ogikubo.
Ogi Kubo?
Yes, he's the only cabinet member who's not totally cowed by Aoki. The rest of the cabinet does whatever Aoki says because of how popular he is. But Yutaka Ogikubo, chair of the Citizens Liberal Party, is still holding out.
A politician who actually has a spine? Now that's a rare thing.
Agreed. And he's stubborn. Under normal circumstances, he'd be a lost cause. But Aoki has come to know some things about him. Like how he also has some sway in the criminal underworld.
Aoki has proof of that?
No, he just recognizes the signs. Like Aoki, Ogikubo rose to power through shady connections. When you do that, there's a telltale smell that lingers.
Yeah,
Aoki
makes sense.
recognized what he was smelling, that's all. And if he gets
It was him.
Ogikubo out of power,
It was the stank coming off of his
truly
body. The
unstoppable.
fumes were there and everything.
But it can't be easy for him to remove the guy.
Could be.
It's not. Aoki wasn't even going to try unless he knew he'd be successful. But he knew he would be once he smelled that criminal element on Ogikubo.
Then he knew they both shit in the same hole.
A crude way to put it, but what can I say?
So you were sent to the Ijincho branch of Bleach Japan to help make use of this dirt on Ogikubo? And the first thing you did was buy off Mabuchi. Let me guess. You told him you had the Omi Alliance's support. He couldn't resist that kind of bait. You told him he'd get in good with them if he helped you.
Mabuchi's never liked the way Ijincho is divvied up among the Ijin Three. And with his high rank, he's the de facto leader of all the other members who also don't like it. Sounds like he was the perfect prey for you.
Look at that.
Pray what you sent out to kill our boss, and made it look like a suicide. That murder got the Ijin Three all riled up and suspicious of each other. Whose big-brained idea was that?
It was Mabuchi's. He knew it would bring down the Great Wall. Myself, I was never one for murder.
Oh yeah? Well, an innocent guy is still dead. If you didn't give the order, then someone above you did, right?
Ryuki did it.
Say it! It was your boss, Ryuki, wasn't it?
Yes, it was him. I told him about Mabuchi's plan. I didn't think he'd go for it because it was so risky. In fact, I proposed a different plan of my own. But unfortunately, he saw nothing wrong with Mabuchi's plan. He was willing to accept high risk for high return, and he was eager to get the jump on Ogikubo.
The young master saw nothing wrong with killing a man?
It would have just been another murder, except someone had to pry open the crack it made in the Great Wall.
You talking about me?
Yes, but don't take it personally. It was always going to come to this eventually. Mabuchi wasn't going to stop until he had an excuse to start a war with the Seiryu clan.
Yeah,
She's right.
it's true.
Our plan was to provide the excuse, and in the chaos, find something to connect Ogikubo to Ijincho's criminals. Sure enough, we found a counterfeiting enterprise that's been supporting the Ijin Three for decades. Jackpot.
Yeah, don't take too much pride in that. You had a hell of a lucky break.
Yes, we did. We were lucky that you're bad at choosing friends, because it was Nanba who told us. He told us about the fake money and where the heart of the operation was. It was all due to him that we were able to mobilize such a large number of Omi. I would love to thank him. Where is he, by the way?
We ain't telling you. We're the ones asking questions.
Well, you answered a question last time.
Such a shame.
Songhui, what should we do now?
Our counterfeiting business is burned and gone. So Ogikubo's already lost a major source of his power. That alone is a victory for Aoki. And as far as what will happen to Ijincho, the ball's in his court.
The Queen of the Komi Jewel is so calm in the face of impending doom.
Excuse me?
This city will meet the same fate as Kamurocho.
What are you on about?
Soon Ijincho will be under complete Omi control. No more Great Wall of muscle to stop it. Don't you see that?
Hey! Hey! It's the Yakuza! They're coming here! Shit! How'd they find us?
How many are there?
I saw 5 of them, but it looked like they were on their phones. Probably calling for backup.
You probably could have warned us a tad sooner.
That's a lot of men.
Isn't he?
I've got a sharp nose for rats, especially when they're all in one nest.
No! Chief!
Sorry. I couldn't protect you.
No, Chief. We should be apologizing to you.
God, you look angry. Well, I'm gonna have to beat the crap out of you, so that's fine.
Get out of here, you guys!
We will. But you better let Captain Sawashiro know who rescued you. You got that?
Fine, just hurry up!
Captain Sawashiro.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's exterminate all the vermin.
Don't. I like being me. So don't do it, okay?
Beat him down. I got this.
Thumbtack scatter. Uh-oh. He's got a counter. I feel like this will kill all of them. Alright, I killed 2 of them. Yeah, no guns, please.
You're gonna
Oh. There we go.
We showed them.
Unfortunately, I think they showed us.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
They took off with Agasawara.
He's gone?
Yes. That was hardly our victory.
Whatever. I'd already asked him everything I wanted to. Sorry about the fighting, Chief.
Well, my people and I don't have much right to complain. Seeing as we're not supposed to be here anyway. However,
Yeah?
next time you kidnap someone, take them somewhere else.
Totally. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna kidnap someone again. Probably.
Maybe in the next game. Maybe in like a Dragon 8.
Kasuga, it's Hoshino from the Seiryu clan.
The chairman?
He's never called this number before.
Then it can only be bad news.
Yeah.
I see. Not exactly. No, Komi Jewel's system is out of commission. For once, I only know as much about what's going on as you do.
I'm guessing the Seiryu clan's rank and file is probably real pissed off right now.
That's
Most
what
likely.
Kasuga was saying.
When will we have it back up and running? Huh. Now there's a question. I won't be able to say until I survey the damage, but it definitely won't be anytime soon. Yes, that's fine.
What'd the chairman say?
The Seiryu clan quelled their infighting. Captain Takabe handled it.
Really? He made it out okay?
That's good.
Was there anything else?
Yes. A problem with the Yokohama Liomang.
Uh-oh.
Hoshino hasn't been able to reach Zhao at all.
No! Not
This whole
Zhao!
time?
Yeah. For all he knows, Zhao could be dead. That's why he was asking us to use our surveillance system. He wanted us to check on Zhao.
Can any pieces of that system even be saved?
I doubt it.
Damn. And you know what else? The last time Zhao called us, he told us over the phone there was a coup d'etat happening in the Lumang.
I wish I could use my guys, but there's sort of a coup going on. Mabuchi's been whipping all the boys into a frenzy. They ain't happy the counterfeiting was kept secret. Ah, shit, I'm out of time for chit-chat.
Looks like we got another job ahead of us, Songhui-san.
And what makes you say us?
Really? After Zhao put your Komi jewel ahead of himself, even though he was in danger? He was the one who told us to help you instead of his own group. Now he's in even worse trouble, and you're just gonna leave him hanging?
A fair point.
Besides, if you want to resist an Omi takeover, you can't afford to lose him. That's my take anyway.
Yeah, we need Zhao.
Kasuga, are you gonna head over to Zhao's right this second or something?
Yeah,
Surely not.
I am.
Damn right I am.
Well, just hold on a second, would you? Staging a rescue in the middle of a coup d'etat is insane.
Yeah, I understand. So, you coming or not?
Who said anything about me sitting out? I'm so close to cornering Horinouchi.
Look at us. We all started in different places, each of us on our own mission. But now they're all coming together.
Yeah, that's right. And that's because we had each other's backs. So what do you say, Songhui-san? You're practically part of the crew. Do you have our backs?
Kasuga,
Come on. Think what we could do if the Komi Jewel started taking this alliance seriously.
okay.
Now we're talking.
Thank you.
Fucking A. Now, let's go and see if Zhao needs our help. Hey, you never know. He might be fine. Then we can just forget it.
Now there's an idea I like. Just forgetting it.
Nanba! I want to punch you.
Number.
But you're back.
I just got back from seeing my brother. Everything Songhui said about him was true. Plus, they set him free.
Nice! That's awesome, man! I'm real happy for you.
Thanks.
What's up? He's still got the long face and all.
There's just something I want to say.
Okay, shoot.
Ichiban, you need to understand something. Ijincho is gonna be what it's gonna be. Leave it alone.
No.
What?
I mean, why do you even care what happens to the Ijin 3? Why are you doing all this for them? Why not just get out of this dump? Why should you keep sticking your neck out for them?
You're starting to sound like you care about me.
I just think you need to stop playing hero. That's why you end up getting used. Especially by guys like me.
Used? I don't see it that way. You did what you had to do to help your brother. I get that.
But doing what I had to for my brother, that led to bad things. It made me help the scumbags who killed Nonomiya.
But that was...
But nothing! I can't wash the blood off my hands. They're not the only thing that's stained. It feels like my entire soul is tainted. Like I'm branded forever. All because of this goddamn town. Honestly, I'm just sick of this shithole.
Namba.
Nothing good is gonna come from staying here and helping these people. You'll eventually end up just like me. You don't want that, do you? Come on, Ichiban. Think of yourself for once. You did 18 years of hard time. Don't let other people's shit keep you a prisoner.
I'm not the only one stuck in the shit, man. This whole city is.
But
Ryu Aoki and Okikubo dragged everyone into their stupid power struggle. They
Yeah.
started this whole mess.
I'm of
Just
Ichiban,
one guy
Nanba.
caught in the middle of it. And keep in mind, I ain't just some random outsider. Me and Aoki, we basically have the same dad. Aoki would never put it this way, but we're brothers. And that's how I feel, at least. So I got some responsibility for him. I can't just walk away when he's causing all these problems.
Yeah.
you've already gone way beyond the call, man.
I could say the same about you. We aren't even brothers, but look how hard you're trying to save me right now. You're a true friend, man. Admit it.
Don't say that. I'm nobody's friend.
You're my friend,
You know what I
Nanba.
just realized? We're not even all that different. Oh, please. No, really. You, me, Adachi-san, Sachan, we all just want to know the truth. That's been the core of everything we do. Figuring out what's real in a world full of lies. What do you think of that? Am I talking out my ass?
I don't know, but I've heard enough. I'm leaving.
Fine. But I won't say goodbye. Because I think we'll be seeing each other again soon. Call on me and I'll come running, pal.
Take care of yourself.
I will, Namba. Bye. I really want to punch you
Should
for
we
what you
stop
did.
him?
He said his piece. I even see where he's coming from. Kinda.
Well, that's that. Let's fucking do this!
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Songhui, I apologize if I'm overstepping, but shouldn't you stay behind?
And why would I do that?
Our people in the Komiju are scared and confused right now. And I believe your leadership in person would be a great comfort. Please, they need you.
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate, Songhui. It's cool. I know we were just pressing you for help, but you got your people to take care of.
I do, but it doesn't mean I'm going to abandon you, Kasuga. Jungi Han will stay with you. That way we can keep in touch.
Yo.
Seriously? Well, that'd be great.
I am at your service, Ichiban Kasuga.
Junki Han has joined the party. Let's go. The mad lad himself.
If Zhao hadn't sent you to us, we couldn't have fulfilled our duty to Ogikubo. So we will do whatever's within our power to help you. Huh. Jungi Han is a very capable man.
Hell yeah, he is. Thanks.
All right. Jungi Han is now part of the party. Let's go. Kasuga-san, from what Koju tell, Zhao was less than in his restaurant. You mean Qing Jin? Hopefully still alive. So, we're gonna get rid of Eri. We now have enough party members to start switching around like we did before. And I'm gonna be honest. Jungi Han will be a mainstay for the team. To me, he's just that good. He will not funny enough, he will not be changing his job in the slightest. His job, Hitman, is his best job. So we're not changing nothing. Because it's just too good of a job. He will also be a main party member for the rest of the game from now on. Eri-chan is now off the team for the rest of the playthrough, by the way, so let's continue. Hey, do you feel like we're being watched? It does come with the territory of gaining notoriety. Maybe, but if Zhao's still okay, they wouldn't attack us, would they? Maybe, but it feels kind of like they're gonna strike any minute now. What do we do? That means Zhao's in trouble. The problem is, how do we find out? Oh, that's easy. We just keep walking. Looks like Zhao's in trouble. Hey, my leg is past. We're friends of Zhao-san. Can't say when I'm sick, but hey, what are you gonna do? Maybe I need to double check, but Zhao-san is your boss, isn't he? You've got outdated intel. Things have changed the last few hours. Remember Zhang Ichiban? Yeah, the perv, right? He's a pervert? Yeah, he's got an armpit fetish. Oh, not even the Koju will do that. Hey, get on our level. Who told the Shatterbelt that? My bad. Anyway, what'd you mean about Zhao not being the boss? Lao Ma is the boss now. He's put a price on your heads. How much? 100 million per person. That's enough to turn out sending a guy like me into a murderer. I wouldn't say that.
Watch me.
Apparently, this move is really good. Het trauma. Okay, that was pretty good, actually. You missed. Let's just do a big ol' hammer swing. Jung Han is honestly really good.
You're gonna be in a whirl. Here we go. Ready now.
I wish we had Nanba here and has busted a move style.
Are you even trying?
I mean, what are they trying to do? We're sleeping. But yeah, Jung Han is really fast, so he actually gets to move a decent amount of times in a row. Uh-oh.
Good to be back and watching you.
We need to get better things for Jung Han. I should do that next. Oh, one hammer move did kill them. Okay.
Good.
There we go. Hey, Zhang. Ready to beat you up for the third time? Oh, he's got a sword now.
I'm struggling. I got this.
Eyes on me.
Going in.
I'll push my limits.
You're in it now. Knock it away. Take your best shot.
Ultimate stack slap, please.
I got this.
No.
I am not happy. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, just Zhang left.
Check this out. I'm going for the down. Ready?
Already got him a half. Pretty good.
Come on now. Got set for you. I am not happy.
Uh-oh.
You're fucking weak.
Not the fear.
Check this out. I'm going for the ready?
Man, you really stuck with a sword. I mean, not a sword. Yeah, a sword. I was about to say I think I meant to say hammer, but that's Adachi. Literally one hit away. Ichiban is now level. Ichiban is now level 31, and his job hero went up to level 16. Jung Hong's job hitman went up to level 8. Excuse me. Hi, Zhang. Oh, heading home already, Zhang? Come on, stay a while. But before I do that, can I go get a new weapon for Jung Han, please? Why do you guys keep coming after me? What happened to Zhao? He's being held prisoner by Lao Ma and Queen Ji. So he's still alive. Yeah, Lao Ma wants Zhao to give up all his assets. You know, all the hidden cash stuff. He wouldn't want to miss out on that. Is he torturing him? Probably. This is the worst thing we thought. Yeah, but now that we know, we've got no choice but to fight him. Let's hurry. Alright, before we do this, no, Ichiban, turn back. We need to get new weapons for Jungi-Han. And heal up everyone. Before we continue, yes, I am gonna go get a new weapon for Jungi-Han, just so he is doing a decent amount of damage. He's already doing good damage with his basic attack weapon, but we can get a really better one. And it's really weird hearing me sick and speaking. It is I'm kind of not used to it, I'll be honest. It's kind of weird. Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
Can I craft some armor?
Just a finishing touch.
Alright. Jungi-Han, you get some better stuff. Have I not been using gear on anyone else? Really not. Get their healing, because, you know, she's the healer of the team, and her health. We'll do this, because he's pretty not defensive. And we'll give him better dexterity. Well, now we have Jungi-Han with some pretty good weapons, especially doing for lightning damage, and I don't know what that noise was. It's what I get for being sick, I guess, and recording. But it's all for you guys. Because we have 2 chapters. We have 5 chapters left once I complete this one. Which is 5 more episodes. And then it's Like a Dragon Edition time! Woo! Can't wait. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are. Oh, we gotta beat these guys up. How much are we doing now? Oh. Good damage. Ow, he kicked me off a table. I will just do Giga Swing to get rid of all of them. Well, I didn't get rid of any of them, but hey. Can you guys get together more? Thank you. Take a seat.
Let's go.
Quick auto heal. Jump down here. We might be able to actually just run away from this fight. Maybe not. Maybe we can. Please? Yeah, I think we could. I think we can. Oh, we could. We did it. We got very lucky. It's just so we don't have to fight them. I know it'd be great XP for Jungi-Han, but we have some decent amount of fights right here. So. I mean, that's only like half damage to these guys, so like, especially with the defense lower, it's actually probably gonna do really well. Put the hammer down. He threw scissors at me.
Right.
Still in love with her?
Not bad.
There we go. Any healing out here? Oh, some form of healing. A premium first aid kit. We'll take that. And a Trainar. Or whatever it is. A Tronar. I don't know. I'm ready. Let's do this, guys. Let's complete chapter 10, because we have a few more chapters out of this still. Hello. Are you the wait? Are you gonna bring us to our seat? And give us some food? We've been expecting you. Welcome to Kungjin. I was instructed by the boss to be a gracious host. Your boss, as in Mabuchi? He's old news now. I want to talk to Xiao. That won't be possible, unfortunately. Is that so? So much for being a gracious host. That means we'll have to take Xiao back with ourselves. But with us ourselves. Let us through. I can't do that either. Come again. What are you clapping for? Ah, you got a lot of guys in red shirts. That's Is this to hide bleeding? Like Deadpool? Yo, we got trouble. Watch out. Our group of guests, our bounty has arrived. Let's serve them our killer full course. Alright, well, the one thing about Jungi Han is that he really doesn't have an attack yet that can deal with hordes of enemies. But when he does get his, it's really good.
You're gonna get stomped. Here we go.
It's kind of a banger. This music. Ow. Ow. Not the Dragon Sweeper.
I'm not back yet. Right. Try this on the side. Let's do this together.
They did not have to go so hard with just this one song. I think this is the only time this song, specifically this song, appears.
Stomped. Here we go. I'm ready now.
Watch me.
All right. Jeez. Look at the manager go. He's getting away. Let's go after him and make our way up. It's safe to assume Zhao is being held captive on the top floor. Roasted chestnuts. Oh, there's a checkpoint here. Ain't that nice? Almond jelly. Trying to see if there's one in that corner. From the looks of it, no. Let's continue up. After a quick full heal. Ooh, a safe. Let's see.
Open it. Got it.
Tactical helmet. Juki helmet's actually probably gonna be really good. Burn ointment. A gauze. Look at all these chefs. What are they making? Food? Well, looks like we're up in the kitchens. Let's just blow past these chefs, find our way up. Adachi, I think we're gonna have to fight these chefs. It would seem these chefs practice more than culinary arts. It's been a while since we've had fresh ingredients. We'll saute you and serve you up to the boss. So that's probably why they gave us the burn heals.
You're gonna be in a world. Right.
I love you all.
Check this out. Let's go.
Too in love. Uh oh, not the flame breath.
I'm not backing down. Here we go.
These guys too have. Both these guys have big health bars. There we go. Let's finish him off. Itachi is now level 31, along with Jukihan's job hitman, reaching job rank 9. Look at that, that was so formal.
Look at all the food here. It'd be a waste just to leave it.
Read my mind there.
Hey, people.
We can use this food for healing. Ah, perfect, right? Yeah, I know it is. I totally planned it. Mate, sturdy plastic, mysterious stone. That's all. What's in here?
Should I open it? Sweet.
Iron gloves? Is that better? Oh, they are. Oh, well, if I would have known that. Let's continue. A golden mantis. Ooh. For upgrading our weapons, we infuse bugs. Brainwash gas ball. And, well, looks like we're here. That is a tiger. Look at the kitty.
What?
A tiger? What the hell is up with that? This floor serves our VIP guests. The tiger is my pet and also acts as part of our service package. Service package? A dining experience where a VIP guest watch a hungry man-eating tiger go berserk, all while they indulge in our finest Chinese cuisine. It's one of our most popular services. Reviewers rave about how they can't get enough of the thrill and sense of superiority it offers. So your guests are just sick as you are. Gross. I'm reluctant to host such ignorant minds on this floor, but I suppose since you're here now, I'll serve the main dish myself. Get ready, guys. Yokohama Liaman. Wang.
You're gonna get stomped.
Let's see how strong Wang really is. Not very. In fact, he's kind of a pushover. Guy just getting wailed on, like a lot. We'll grab a chair. You're almost dead already, buddy. Good, well, he's down. Let's finish this off, Psycho. What is he doing? Are we okay?
Watching tigers while you eat? I will never understand rich people.
Hey, I can get behind it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one. Yeah.
All right, we have a funny boss fight. We have to beat this tiger with our fist. Oh, he's weak to fire. He's also weak to gun.
A gift for you.
Well, at least I figured out he's weak to fire. I feel like the sniper shot might do more damage. Oh yeah, way more damage. Let's give the defense down a little bit. Oh, I'm bleeding. That's a new thing we have not seen yet. Bleeding! Actually, no, we've seen bleeding. Never mind. This tiger's making a lot of noise. Let's freeze it, even though it has warm fur. It literally just walked away. Dynamite! Bullet.
Are you quick enough?
Psycho, can you hit us up, please? Thank you. Let me take a gun. One thing about Jugi Han that is nice is that his moves really don't use too much MP.
This could be. Are you quick enough?
I mean, it's a tiger. It's gonna move pretty quick. A hook? What do you mean a hook? Oh, okay. Yeah, you just ever hit a... You ever just hit a tiger over the head with a hammer? Like a comically large hammer? Let's just finish it off with a few punches. The tiger was defeated.
Look at me go.
Dachi's job foreman is now level 16. Psycho's job idle and... Well, Psycho went up to level 31 along with her job idle going to 16. Jungi Honk's job hitman is now level 10 and learned the job skill point blank. And Iri Chen now went to level 31 along with her job rank going to level 16. One thing that is nice is now that Iri Chen is not in the party, she still gets good levels due to us. Well, how do I put this? Doing all the business because it increased her friendship. We're gonna go back down here and heal. Ooh, what's this? This wasn't here before, was it?
Should I open it? Got it.
Oh, it was. Well, that's interesting. Gear. We're just gonna go back and heal so we don't have to waste any time for Ichiban. It's just a nice way of being like, yeah, you can do this still. What, okay. Alright. At this point, I generally recommend going back to get healed. To get healed up without really using your own stuff, as right now, we have a lot of stuff. We have many boss fights back to back to back. You might be like, oh, that's nice. It really is not. Alright.
Should I open it? Sweet.
Magical sandals. They're really giving us some gear, which is kind of nice.
Should I open it? Got it.
And boots. Alright. Alright. Oh, and there's an item here. Some more PP for when we need it. All right, let's continue.
Finally, we're at the top.
Oh, there's healing up here.
Mabuchi and the others are waiting.
So you don't have to go back. We have a lot of premium first aid kits, which is very nice.
Sweet.
Tactical vests. Well. Let's get ready, shall we?
Listen.
Keep going. Let's get Zhao and get the hell out of here. Oh, we got some guys we got to beat up.
Yo, Mabuchi.
Hey, Mabuchi, how's it going, man? I'm going to kick your butt, so...
I've been waiting for you, Kasuga. I don't think I'll be satisfied until I choke the life out of you personally.
Funny, because I heard you put a bounty on my head. That means you're happy to let someone else do it. Where's Zhao?
Somewhere in this building. For now.
And what about later?
Later he'll be in transit. To the afterlife.
What the hell?
You're going to kill him?
And with this twerp, Mabuchi-han.
I'm good, Ishioda-san. I'm about to make sure nobody thinks little of us ever again. I'll prove that I deserve to swear up as a full partner with the Omi Alliance.
Those men next to Lama are skilled fighters. Assassins, really. You
Thanks
might say
for
they're
the heads up.
weapons of the Yokohama Liumang.
Damn.
And up there are more Omi Alliance men. Our chances of winning a fight are very low, actually.
Yeah, I get it. We're up shit creek without a paddle. But I don't care. The fact is, if we run, Zhao dies. That's all that matters.
No need to bristle, Kasuga.
What are you talking about?
So you're Ichiban Kasuga?
Who is this guy?
Who are you? Some fan of mine?
No. I'm a man who's never forgotten how Masumi Arakawa stole my rightful seat.
What?
You know this scruffy-haired punk, Tendo? I only know him as the guy the captain shot. Alive and kicking somehow.
I think he might be a naughty little secret of the captain's. Kasuga, this charmer here is Tendo, last of the lieutenants.
Oh, that's Tendo?
Former boxer? No wonder he's a damn giant.
You two can relax over there for a bit. I think we'll have ourselves a little sideshow. Tendo seems interested in who you are, so I'll leave you alive just long enough to talk. Later, I'll really take my sweet time toying with you. Well, have anything to say?
Yeah, I'm going to win. I'm
You're
fighting
really
you.
hamming it up in here.
I think that means hurry up and kill me.
You're not going to kill me. In fact, I'm not even going to kill you. I'm just going to beat you and I'm going to win. Oh, we got his big sword stick thing again. Level 31. Shall we use a giant laser? Well, I'm not going to attack you when you're doing that. Well, we know since we know he's weak to electrical, let's use Jugi Hung's taser. Honestly, the taser's gonna be such a great help in this fight.
Here we go. Bring it on. Take your best shot. Try this on the side.
Let's lower his defense so we can do more damage. You missed, bud. Just swing us a big hammer. Get out, my Bucci. You missed, bud. Gotta get better than that. Man, you're a pushover from the first time. It's hammer time. He's already at half. He's under half now. His attack rose. He missed. Stupid. Get back up, please. Thank you. It should lower his defense to do more damage, but hey, we're already here. Stun smash once again, please, Jungi-han. Let's get him blaze down, Ichiban. Alright, Psycho, heal us up. Uh-oh, get away from everyone. Oh, I missed. Oh, he's weak to ice? I didn't know that. Actually, I probably did. I just don't remember. One more hit. He's not very strong. And that's Mabuchi done. Ichiban went up to level 33, and his job hero is now level 17. Adachi went up to level 32. Psycho is level 32. Jungi-han is now level 30, and his job hitman is level 13. Uri-san is now level 32.
That takes care of the sideshow. But there's still plenty of freaks to fight.
Maybe you hadn't heard, but I'm a heavyweight boxing champ. I don't think you'd even make weight for the fight.
Yosuke Tendo, Omi Alliance Lieutenant, Ryodo family patron.
I wouldn't shame the Omi by taking you on. I'll be sure to keep an eye on you, though. Been a long time since I've been able to put my fist to good use.
See you later, Tendo. Super Tendo Chalmers.
You're gonna regret letting us live. You can count on that.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you save it for the ring?
Fucking Tendo. When that guy sits down for a meal, he always saves the best tasting shit for last.
Ryuji Ishoda, Omi Alliance Lieutenant, Ishoda family patriarch.
I think that's fucking stupid. All that does is give someone else the chance to eat it first.
Feeling warmed up yet, everyone? Guys? Oh, shut up. I need to save my energy for this shit, so don't make me answer stupid questions.
Hey, Hotshot. If you've got anything up your sleeve, now's the time.
Yeah. That's you, right? Make some magic.
No need for that. You haven't played your last card yet. In fact, here he comes now.
Nanba!
You're back.
Nanba.
Funny thing, I wasn't expecting to come back. Trust me on that. I thought I was done getting dragged into your messes. But for some reason, I couldn't stop worrying about you guys.
Namba.
Nanba.
From now on, your fight is mine too.
Nanba.
Namba!
Nanchan!
Coming here and acting all cool, you jerk.
Where the heck have you been, man?
Nobody's killed you yet? What, you got nobody left to stab in the back?
Leave it to a Yakuza to hit below the belt. I know I fucked up. But I'm done with backstabbing. From now on, I'm with them.
Yeah! That's our Nanba-chan. That's a lot of guys.
You guys an apology.
What are you gonna bust down? Bust down a move again? Nanba? Not Ichiban, Nanba. Nanba rejoined the party. I believe he overtakes last, so maybe we're not gonna have Adachi? Not Adachi. We're not gonna have Jungi-han. Oh, we do have Jungi-han. We don't have Psycho. Let's do some head trauma. There's a lot of guys here. One guy's dead already. Let's do some Essence of Orbital Laser. Alright. Pyro Prison. Nanba has a new job. A new extreme heat move for us. Ah, that was a heat move. I'm stunned. Okay, not stealth mode. Come here, Ishoda. Ishoda. Bonk.
Let's go.
Explosions.
Bring it on.
Oh, he's back.
Watch me.
Head trauma, please. Let's do a nice power snooze. Heal up Nanba himself a little bit. Can you get back up, Ishoda? Thank you. Pyro Belch.
Right back at you. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. I'm going for the
Watch me.
You want to fight?
Keep throwing that dynamite at him. Don't get back up.
Back in the game. Okay. Watch this. Take your best shot.
Yo, he did the disc. He did his jams.
Good to go.
Cool. Eyes on me.
Check this out.
There we go. Oh my god.
I feel the stats going up.
Ichiban is now level 35 with his job. With his job being level 18.
Go.
Adachi's now level 34 with his job foreman now level 17.
Hell yeah.
Nanba's now level 31 along with his job homeless guy going into job rank 14.
Excellent.
Jugi-Han's now level 33 with his job hitman getting level 15. Iri-chan is now level 34 with her job clerk 17. Psycho's now level 34 with her job idol level 17. Look at that. We all grew levels. It was a lot of levels.
You saved my ass again. How many times does that make now?
Let's stop keeping track.
I have to. But hey, what's your plan now?
Huh?
I mean, as long as you're here, you wanna help me out a little bit longer? I need all the help I can get right now, man. But what I really need are friends like you at my side.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Huh?
After everything I did to you guys, as selfish as I was, you'd still call me your friend?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
You know, you're crazy.
Really? Who's the one who came back, huh?
For real. I mean it. You guys have a screw loose.
Come on. Is it so hard to admit you like us?
Shut up.
I'm sure all of us here are a little crazy. But that's the best part of being friends. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Aww.
Shake on it, Moon-chan.
Call that a shake? Come on. Show some love.
Listen,
My brother said you treated him well. Yes, he should. He stays with Kamajula, is made as comfortable as possible. Hey, shouldn't you be apologizing? Alex's brother whipped for 6 months. He probably doesn't have to actually. Huh? My brother was actually saying that he's going to ask the lady who was his chaperone in Kamajula to marry him. Say what? For real? So considering how happy he is, I guess it's kind of hard to stay mad at them. His freedom may have been restricted, but that doesn't mean we didn't treat him as an honored guest. Huh? Oh, come on. Oh, shit, Xiao's still locked up. Where is he, too? Looking for me? It's me, Xiao. Yeah, I'm here. Hey, Xiao! Are you okay, man? Do I look okay? I've never got my ass kicked that hard in my whole life. But you made it here on your own.
Nah.
I wouldn't say that, huh? Follow me, Kasa-kun. I gotta introduce you to someone. Sorry, but I've got to restrict this to just Kasa-kun. Don't worry, we won't be long.
Yo,
Wait a sec.
Kasuga-kun.
Kasa-kun, follow me. Trying to do my better
who's the
Zhao
guy you
impression.
wanted me to meet.
An old friend of yours. He prefers to meet with you alone, if that's possible.
I don't get it. Did he rescue you?
Excuse me.
More or less. Thing is, he's with the Omi Alliance.
What's his name?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me.
Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Wouldn't that make sense?
It's been a while, Aniki. Mitsu.
Good to see you, Mitsu.
Holy shit! Mitsu! You're okay! I don't know if okay is the right word. But I seem to be doing better than you, at least. What's going on, man? I never caught up with you after I got out of prison. Have you seen Arakawa-san recently? Nah, us peons hardly ever see him these days. So I've heard. Not happy about that myself. Even though we're Omi Alliance now, inside, I'm still Arakawa. So you're Omi too? Yeah. I had to rescue Zhao in secret. If they find out, I'll be executed. Doesn't that mean you shouldn't be talking to me? It does. But I had to say one thing to you. I can't say much else, but you need to know. What? Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, you'll need strong allies. More than he's already got? I can't say anymore. I'm sorry. Mitsu.
Mitsu.
I'll be in touch.
Thanks, Mitsu. It's good to see you again, bud, by the way. Ah, man. Great chapter, great chapter. We're still going, apparently.
So what's going to happen to the Yokohama Lumang?
Damn, going straight for the jugular, huh? Well, obviously, Mabuchi's ruined everything. The Great Wall is full of holes now. If the Omi decide to invade, it'll crumble.
Is there any hope?
I don't know. But if we don't patch up the wall, it's all over. And with me like this.
Man, it hurts just looking at that.
Hurts having it. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Huh?
It doesn't matter so much who the boss of the Liumang is. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether my men have a place to call home.
Yeah,
You
that's
get it?
true.
Yeah. I know the Lumang origin story.
Ah. Then you know why we formed in the first place. I don't know if I can keep us going anymore. I was never that great at it. Not like my father.
But who's the next leader gonna be if you step down?
I have someone in mind. Someone who's tough, bold. Friend of yours, actually.
What? Who?
Song Hui-san.
Song Hui? You'd give the Lumang to the Komi Jewel?
Yeah, I know. Up to now, the two factions have been like oil and water. But the world's changing. Walls are crumbling. If we don't start banding together, none of us will survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Not everyone will accept the merger, of course. I'm sure we'll lose members. But that hasn't changed the overall situation for the Eugene 3. It's join or die.
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying.
Do you?
You figure Songhui will keep the Liumang from going extinct. Meanwhile, the Komiju will get a new home. So both your people and her people will be better off. Everyone's a big, happy family.
Well, you don't have to put it like that exactly. Soft sweetheart terms and shit.
Yeah, I do. You're a good guy with a big ol' heart. I kinda figured.
Do we really have to do this?
Yeah, we do.
I can't be that annoyed with you. The Eugene 3 do owe you a lot. The Seiryu clan's probably singing anthems about you.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I'll visit the chairman and see how grateful he really is.
Sounds like you plan on making a big request.
But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
Oh yeah, we never learned about that.
There's just something I want to ask him. I think he'll be willing to talk about more secret shit now, don't you think?
He should. We all owe you big time. You sure don't hesitate to cash in on favors. Well, give my regards to him when you see him.
Well, see you later, Zhao. Well, now that we have Damba back, let's go make him our dance man again. Damba, it's so great to have you back. Now here comes the real question. Who are we getting rid of on the team? Now that Nanba's back, our groovy dancing man is here. Who do we get rid of? Well, so long, Adachi. Adachi, you're really great, but, you know, I like our disco dancing man a whole lot. I like our little break dancing man a lot. Unless you could break dance. Adachi, you think you could break dance? He could. I'm joking. And while we're here, we are going to look at Jugi Han. Because of one thing. We're going to change him to his Yakuza 6 outfit. One thing I forgot to tell you, though, is just learn Ichiban the job foreman. We'll talk about this a little bit later in the Let's Play, but otherwise, it will be fine.
I'm sure you'll do great.
See? You learn the demolish ability. Press X near demolition points around town. You can break down obstacles you normally couldn't break. I recommend that one. Wait, does our disco man have his thing on him? Okay, he does. Before we continue on, I am going to... I mean, we're going this way anyway. We're gonna head to the Romance Workshop and get Nanba's anklet powered up. Excuse me. How much money do I actually have right now? Oh, a decent amount. At some point, closing up soon, you will need 3 million yen. I don't exactly remember that. I think it's next chapter. Okay, can I craft? I can't even upgrade it. Well, shoot. Why can't I upgrade it? Oh, I don't have enough sturdy plastic. Ah, that's fine. Anyway. Since we're over here. Oh yeah, the substory is activated here now. Anyway, let's leave that substory alone, because you guys know I am not covering substories, not since Ishin is going to be coming out very, very soon.
Watch me.
I'm just going to run away from this. Ah. Go back over here. Let me get in. Oh my god, we're right there. We're so close. Alright, Jungi-han, run away for us. Thank you. All right. Hello, Chairman.
You may enter.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet.
Probably will.
20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. The ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants.
That's
He'll
true.
Control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
Huh. Interesting.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane!
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today, I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats. Minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogikubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
I don't think you should have said that.
Chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogikubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
No. More cutscene. Woo! This episode's long. I'm sorry.
His scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. It had to be Masato Arakawa.
The young master has this whole town in the palm of his hands. Blood is being spilled all because an outsider interfered. How could Arakawa-san I once knew be part of this?
Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
The boss?
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. He wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Okay. Just gonna turn to look at the sword then. Okay, thanks, Chairman. I didn't realize how long of a chapter this one really was. Sorry for this episode being so long. Dealing with my sick voice and everything, you know how it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sick and doing this video. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Let's go share and tell with the party, apparently. Nanba.
Listen.
You go to Takishibana, but after hearing what you said about throat congestion, sickness, about Chairman Hoshino earlier, there's something I'm curious about, huh? Lay it on me then, I guess. Remember how he said it wasn't a chance that he came to a Jincho? Yeah, something like that. Well, you were bleeding out for a gunshot. We was working my ass off to find the street. I thought you remember. Nah, you know my gratitude. Well, I think the part you want me to know is the one who told me to treat you was none other than the chief. I mean, it was the middle of the night. I was asleep, of course. The chief and a few guys came to me in a panic, asked me to fix you up. But now that I think about it, why would they care? What's that supposed to mean? Don't you need a motive to save a dying man? Do you? If you were one of us, sure, I would have done it, no question asked. But getting involved with a shot Yakuza, that's just some trouble. If they really wanted to save you, why did they drop you off at a hospital or call an ambulance? But the chief wanted to keep it in-house, right? So I think she must have had a reason wanted to save you. A reason we still don't know. I guess you might. I think there's more truth than we know. Well, every hope has a secret or two. We got time before maybe we can talk to Chiba. What a good idea. Okay. Let's go talk to the chief, apparently. Making me go all over the place today. Namba. Although you are my little disco man. Thank you for that. Little psychos the babe. All right. Hey, Chief.
Chief,
Hmm?
my friend's got some questions.
Yeah. I want to know why you didn't. If you don't mind telling it.
Fine. There's an old responsibility.
What
On
response?
occasion.
What?
Body?
Yeah. There's a Yakuza family from...
Arakawa?
I don't know every detail. It existed before I started. We've dealt with all kinds of bodies, no matter how nasty. Who knows how many are there now? Back during the bubble, we got since I became chief.
Damn.
But there's one more secret rule.
What happens?
We're supposed to give the person medical aid, then let them go free.
What's up?
In the criminal underworld, there's gamblers. They send... I think it might actually be a service, the Eric, so it ended up being...
Is that agreement why you saved me? What sort of guy dropped me off?
I mean, probably just someone from the guy lugged you out of the trunk of a... He paid me and left.
I'm sorry you I'm counting on you.
After Arakawa's, I think it was. I'm counting on you, Ichi.
What would that even mean?
No clue.
Look,
What?
I don't want to. When you were dumped here, you were only alive because everything I did went. But it could have easily gone a different way.
I think the other Yakuza.
Huh?
Never forget.
Huh, Ichiban's piecing stuff together. Ichiban, it's about time to go on the tower. You got lunch plans for Chairman Hoshino, right? Yeah, I do. Let's go. Let's go get some Peking duck. Oh, I have none of the ones in Chinatown. This is like the only town we really actually have to go to Chinatown, by the way, so. Maybe there's one more time. I don't remember. We'll get one of the taxis along the way. I thought I got them when I was there earlier, but apparently I was not aware. Running in the middle of the street, 'cause no one knows who I am. Is the taxi right up here? I'm gonna activate this taxi quick. Just so we have one up here, I guess. Would be nice, 'cause, you know, whatnot. Excuse me. All right, and we're here.
I went ahead and got started.
That's okay.
Sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
I have
Wish
some
I
money.
could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit. This boy would see his father die. To make my guilt later, I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. Those two fell into the ocean and disappeared.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded. Masumi Arakawa became they couldn't trust anyone.
That's why Arakawa became a Yakuza. Hardly had any
Arakawa
choice.
joined a low-ranking
Sorry, I'm skipping through it
family
quick,
in
because this
Gojo
episode's
land
reached a
called the
very long
Arakawa
point.
family. Life wasn't easy for him there.
Really?
Yes. So they were always Masumi Arakawa. To do it, he started...
Really?
Well, because it so...
Sorry.
It was,
Because they just know each other,
in his hand.
and
All he had to do
Arakawa
was
was going to
kill
assassinate
once
him.
Interrupted me. I stopped him as he took.
And?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation." Then, by that time, Arakawa.
And so he talks about how the fake bill was a thing that they got to each other.
Yeah, but my...
Are you as proud?
Alright, next time on Yakuza Like a Dragon, we tackle Chapter 11. See you guys then.